Hi, we're Andrea and Omar, and for the past 4 years, we've been slowly transforming this abandoned stone farm in central Portugal into a self-sufficient off-grid home one day. Last week, we began our biggest milestone yet, building the wooden roof frame. This week, we pushed through the heat and took it even further, finishing the ceiling with treated floorboards. Here's everything we got done and how much closer we are to finally having a roof over our heads.
So good morning everyone, it's the following week and we had a rainy weekend, so luckily Simon came over on Saturday and we put this plastic up to save it from all of the rain. So today what we're going to be looking at is the wall plates which sit on top of the wall heads. Okay, and it's a little bit of a complicated procedure because we've got to cut everything into size. We've got to also cut an angle onto these long planks of wood. So basically the floorboards that we're going to be putting up next are going to sit on them, and as well they have to be it's a little bit complicated but super important. Everything in between I'm going to be like treating some of these floorboards because we've still got so many to treat. Good to have you around with us again this week. Stick around and there's going to be a big transformation.
I've got my drill with me.
So here these are the wall plates and they're angled to meet up with the purlings and the main beam, the ridge beam, and so they've got to now be attached to the concrete. We've got like areas here you can see that we specifically put for good anchorage points. These will still anchor to the brick, but these will be like ultra strong to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Later on this is all going to have the same rock work which is going to come to meet the bottom of the roof, but the first roof will overhang over here and then we'll have the veranda overhang the entire veranda. So yeah, this won't have a drain going through it because it will offload onto this roof, and then that roof will have a gutter.
Let's go in there. Something solid than an exact measurement at the moment, but yeah, we got that. Oh, about there. Pushed. Not really quicker, but if we could sacrifice.
While Simon is up on the roof drilling the holes to secure the wall plates, Omar is down in the adega, the coolest spot on our property, treating the floorboards that are going to be our ceiling. We got a lot to get through, and ideally each one needs 2 coats to protect against bugs and mold. Once that's done, they'll be ready for varnishing.
And then that should hammer in there with a bit of glue. Yeah. Oh. Stick up. Should go in a lot more than that though. Like that. It's all going to come out the top anyway, so we don't want too much. Twist it in. Right, mental note, don't put that much on next time. Right. I like to twist them when they go in, because it goes into the thread better. Still got too much. Grr. Because that literally goes hard and then the wood don't go down. Beautiful.
Lovely.
Gorgeous.
Good job.
As long as we keep this pace up, that cone will stay good.
The sun's come out just in time.
Happy days. Got some resistance on that one.
Cutting the wall plates.
Sweet. Yeah,
Nice.
that went pretty well. Cool. They can go on that off-cut pile, those bits.
Thank you very much. I need to do more of those. I need to do the bondex. A lot of things to do. One more.
Huh?
One more.
2 more.
2 more.
2 more. Right.
Okay, so Simon has gone home. Sorry, it's a lot of washing. It's basically like super sunny now and all the washing goes on. So now we're gonna be doing some of the tests for the roof because as you know, we've been doing a lot of the Bisho thingy, what's it called? Treatment for bugs. But we need to also decide what finish we're gonna be using the tint. So Omar is gonna show you that now.
Okay guys, so this is a very important moment because this is the stain which our ceiling is going to be painted with, and we'll probably have it for the next, well, for the rest of our lives, hopefully. So we've been recommended this company, Bondex, is very widely available over here, and so we've got 2 different stains that are on the lighter side and they're already quite dark. So this one is Oregon Pine, it's very orange. Obviously it will look very different when it's painted on, and then Royal Oak, Roble Gavalio. So that one's much more brown. So yeah, we've got these floorboards and we've got the glue lamps. So to start off with, I'm going to paint some of this one, and then next to it I'll paint the other one, and then tomorrow we'll see how they come out.
You ready?
I am, and just for anyone who's a keen painter, I have stirred this quite a lot already. Okay.
Very important.
Yes. Okay, so let's try with the Oregon Pine. Portland, Oregon.
That looks so thick, orange. That's a big no, Omar. Go with the grain.
Just a bit of both.
That's terrible color. That's too thick.
So that's bright orange. So I'm more of the opinion of like just going with transparent, because that's the other option.
Yeah.
Is because the stain for that anti-bicho, which is like the anti-bug one,
It's sort of.
it's already giving it a bit of a nice tint.
Yeah.
So
it's
this
true.
is just a bit.
So for purposes, we got the perfect opportunity here. So here, it looks untreated, no bicho, nothing. This is like all natural. And then this is with the treatment, so it already has a tint to it in a way. Oh, that is just terrible.
Well, for the sake of the experiment, I think we should still do the floorboard just a bit.
I think it's just too much.
No, that's what it is. Wait, tomorrow you have to see what it looks like tomorrow.
Oh god, that's awful.
Because as well, this should have 2 layers on it.
Oh, no way! Okay, so I'm gonna do the second one. This looks like chocolate. Not really.
Like matcha tea. That's actually not that bad.
Let me try a little bit darker, because you do go a little bit heavy on it.
Yep, that one.
Let's just wait tomorrow. But yeah, no, that looks much nicer. That's just like
Orange.
yes, terrible.
Man, what happened to your pine trees in Oregon now? They're very orange.
So we're gonna let it dry and see what happens, and maybe tomorrow we'll change a little bit the color once it's dried. And tomorrow we might have Pat, our friend who's got a massive tractor, come in and actually help us to stream the land, because he's pretty tall, the grass at the moment. We're gonna be working more on the treatment of all the woods. Yeah, and hopefully it starts to happen this week as well, putting them up. That would be really cool if we can put the floor. That would change everything, because then you have an end to the roof and then you can really imagine things. Good morning. A bit manic of start. We have to go to Lausanne, which is our nearest bigger village, to buy some varnish, and I'm glad we did that because there were different kinds and there was a little bit more matte one, so we bought all the varnish for the roof, which is great. And basically, while we were away, our friend Pat, who's got a massive tractor, came in to do the land because it's gotten to a point that we just cannot do it with the streamer because it's been raining so much. So he came in with the tractor and he's gonna do it now, and I'll show you. It's great. I want a tractor. We've got about 3,400 square meters of land here, and after weeks of non-stop rain, the grass grew wild and thick. Normally we stream it ourselves, but with Omar still healing, it was just too much. That's when our friend Pat showed up with his tractor and gave us a massive hand. It's not a small thing, the job costs around 35 euros an hour, and even though you're sitting on a machine, it's really hard work for him. Honestly, it was a huge relief, and it reminds us of something important. You can live in a beautiful place with a dream project, but without good people around you, it can get really tough, especially in the countryside. So thank you, Pat, you save us a ton of time and effort, and we're seriously grateful. Pat took care of the main areas of the land, and then Omar followed up later on with the streamer to tidy around the trees. So my other brother-in-law just left back to the UK after looking at a lot of land. It's really not easy to decide, and you know, there's a lot of things, a lot of different aspects that you can look into land, and the price, the access, the utilities, like if it has water, if it's got electricity, the access, you know, if you're gonna build something you need good access for trucks to come in and deliver stuff to you, so that's very important. But yeah, it was really nice having him here, and then chatting with my other sister, Jaisa's twin, about the different lands that they've seen. So we went to see a really nice house yesterday, but there's a lot of food for thought. They're gonna go and discuss and see. It will be really cool to have my other sister here, especially for the twins. I think, you know, twins are quite attached. Okay, so we're going to, I just basically clean a yogurt pot because I can hang it on the ladder, and then I'm just going to be treating the A-frame. This got a little bit of color in it. I don't know if you can see, it looks like a very weak coffee. Hopefully it doesn't stain it too much. And then We bought the stain today, which was also a very nerve-wracking decision because, you know, I think for me it's like I get inches stuff like that. Do you? I do. While Pat was out trimming the land, Simon got to work filling in the holes where the beams supporting the A-frame had been installed. Then it was my turn to treat the A-frame wood. I'll be honest, I'm not great with heights, so being up there wasn't exactly my comfort zone. There were a few moments where I had to hold on to the A-frame for dear life. Definitely felt a bit of vertigo here and there, but this was one of those jobs that just had to be done so we could keep moving forward with the build.
So basically, you're going to have to cut the plastic off after, get plastic around it so it doesn't stain the wood or bond to it too much or it'll just crack.
You're protecting it.
It's a broken tile up the way,
Okay.
so it's stronger than just mortar.
Yeah. I'm literally under like a greenhouse here.
Yeah, it must be really hot up there.
So the streaming with the tractor is finished, which is amazing because it took about an hour and a half. It probably would have taken Omar maybe like 6 hours. Cumulative, of course, you don't really like to do that in one go. So yeah, look at that. I'm just going to be doing the second half of the frame. It's going well. And Simon is just filling in the inside of the frame over there. I'm putting around some plastic so the mortar doesn't touch the wood and stain it. Which is very clever.
It allows a little bit of movement in the wood as well without cracking the what's around it. Because the wood's going to get bigger and smaller with the
heat and the weather.
So if the cement's not bonded to it, it can move without cracking the cement.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you could still crack it, but there's less chance of it.
Yeah. I'm not sure if the light is okay. I've been trying to figure it out. Anyway, we just had some lunch. It was very, very nice. Omar cooked some salmon. And I've done all of this side of the frame. And actually the underside as well. And the underside over here. And then and on the top. So I only need to do the other side, but just the face, which I made my life a little bit easier because I did everything else on this side. And then I really want to try out the varnish in one of the floorboards just to see how it looks. We can't really do the varnish here just yet because there's a lot of, well, not a lot, but there are some pencil marks that we just need to rub down, and just some things just need to be sanded a little bit more. And then obviously put a little bit more of the treatment and then varnish, otherwise it will all really stand out. And yeah, that's it. Pat just left. A lot of progress today with different things, so it's good.
You're okay?
Yeah.
Alright.
Thank you.
Cool.
It's just, it's very long and heavy.
Yeah, no, it's awkward. It is very awkward.
Are you filming?
I am.
Hi! I'm almost finished.
Hopefully you guys can see me. So yeah, Andrea's almost finished that, and now we are going to start varnishing all of the floorboards that are going to be laid on top of all of the purlings and the main joist. And yeah, we're going to varnish that later, but right now Andrea's done the hard task of preserving all the wood, so that's the plan.
With my yogurt pot.
Yes. So me and Simon, we're literally going to cut wood to size now and then varnish it.
Okay, this is a bit of a weirdy one now because we've got to cut. So you're going to have to go this end to catch it.
Okay.
I can catch it as well.
Or anyone, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't catch that.
Alright. Ready?
We have to cut all of those over there. Well, not today, obviously. Not everything's going to be done today. No, right? That's a lot.
We're just kind of experimenting and finding a system right now.
Exactly. Right, we're going to get a big one out of this, which will be... Come on, wake up England. It's like... We got 1 metre, 1 metre 10, 1 metre 75, and 1 metre 95.
They are figuring out the best way to cut the floorboards for our ceiling, from the top of the beam to the wall plates, while avoiding waste. Since these boards are the ceiling, we want no visible seams. That's why Simon's working out different cut sizes based on the spacings between the purlings. Once cut, the boards will be nailed straight onto them for a clean finish. So they're just gonna test if the cuts are properly done.
Dun, 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 dun.
Sorry.
So. So I think the next batch, this one could be a little bit longer.
So while they do that, I'm going to be varnishing the pieces that they have already cut to just get a bit ahead of ourselves. Okay, this is a very nerve-wracking time because we need to varnish this thing. The reason why we're cutting everything first is so we don't waste varnish because it's actually really expensive. It's about 13 euros a litre. We bought 12 of these because they didn't have the big one, and we bought a 5 litre.
Oh, don't tell Andrea.
What?
I'll go and bring you a chocolate rice cake.
Omar smeared his rice cake on there, on the wood.
I left my mark.
He left his mark.
Around, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, stupid. Oh, that was very stupid. Oh shoot. What the hell? Oh, it's like, it does look different. Oh, it's very orange. I don't know. How am I gonna like this? I don't know. You have to do the joints because if there is some contraction and expansion, you'll see the joints. So always do the joints. Well, I'm having a little bit of a problem with this varnish right now because I really don't like it. We spent like 300 euros worth in varnish, and I'm really hoping they will take it back. I'm sure they will, but it just looks very orange. Like, it just looks very yellow, and I really think that we will just regret it. And I just don't think that will look really nice up there. As I took a moment to gather my thoughts, the afternoon was already fading. Simon had headed home and Omar began streaming around the trees to tidy up the land. When we are unsure about something, we just remind ourselves there's always tomorrow to figure it out. Good morning, guys. It's another sunny day. It's a bit cloudy, but it's very pleasant. I just went to the shop to get another tin of varnish, and the thing is that I find here, and it's not a criticism to Portugal at all, okay, please don't take it like that. It's just that you don't have samples, for example, so you have to buy a tin of 750 milliliters of varnish and then see if it works, and it might not work, and then you have to get another one and then another one. This is like probably our third color that we have bought, and it's because you don't know the color, but I actually asked the lady to open it today, and I think it might be the color, and then we just figure it out from then. But they don't have the amount that we need, so you need to order it. So things need to be done well in advance as well, because they don't have like 10 liters available to you like that, which is fine. It's just you need to just organize yourself a bit better. It's not like B&Q that you can just go in and get 20 liters of varnish, you know. But probably just here in Lisbon you probably get that, but it's just one of those things that kind of like set you back a bit, and you have to really think ahead. So I'm just gonna try this color, and hopefully it's the one that we go, yay, and no, oh. So let's see what happens. Okay, work. I'll go castaño this time. I think it's well mixed already. We mixed it really well over there.
I think you put too much last time, yeah.
How do I make sure that
you just want to put it on thin and work it right in so it's not patchy.
Ah, okay.
And you'll get a lighter colour and you'll get it more economical.
Like this?
Yeah.
That's so much better. Let's see the difference. It looks exactly the same. I don't know about you, but to me they look exactly the same. Maybe I'm just overthinking all of this. What's happening?
Not working very well, my trimmer. It just loses power at the moment. It's fine like in the beginning. And then
it goes like,
trimmed for like an hour. It's like,
it just feels like it's gonna turn off.
Yeah,
by
like
itself.
stalled.
Yeah.
I thought it was the air filter, but I took it off and it still does it.
Okay, so we've decided to use the one that I bought today, which is castaño or brown, or it's basically a kind of tree. I don't know. To use it only on the beams, because you can actually see the difference of color on the glue lamp. But then on the actual pine floorboards, we're just gonna keep the one that we had, because to be honest, the difference of color is so subtle. It's not worth the hassle of going to order something online, wait a week or something like that to arrive, and it's just like, it's such a subtle difference. So we're just gonna go for it. I think it's gonna look good. It's basically the same color as our container roof in a way, ceiling. So it should look really nice. But it's, you know, it's just the anxiety of making these decisions. I find it really, really stressful to like decide things like that, because we're talking about a huge change, and then to change it to something else is gonna be impossible because it's a huge roof. Anyway, so I'm just gonna be out here. I've done my little setup here that's less sunny, and then I'm just gonna start varnishing all the floorboards. Put my hat back on. So we've done quite a bit of work this morning. It's really hard to get the light right with this weather. Is super bright, and we're gonna go for lunch now, and I'm gonna film this time the food we get here. It's very yummy, and I'm very hungry, and we're gonna go now. Which is great. Lots of more to do, but anyway, let's get in there.
This is freshly restaurant made bread.
Obrigada. Well, we've come back from lunch and it was really nice, actually. Every Thursday they have bacalhau, so I know what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna continue with the varnishing, they're going to continue cutting, and then we really want to put some floorboards very soon. That's the idea.
That pile has come down so fast.
That's good, no?
Yeah, well,
Or is it like standing in a cold shower, tearing up €10 notes?
it is a little bit.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's what they liken owning a boat to, don't they?
Yes,
They
exactly.
say that's what it's like owning a sailboat.
That's all the offcuts. I think that's what they're referring to. And those are offcuts too.
Yeah, we definitely need to get some more wood. And we definitely got to build some sort of like chicken mansion palace.
What? We need to get more wood.
Maybe.
What?
Yes.
I only budgeted for 10% wastage. And this is more like a third wastage. So. But don't worry, it's not that so much. Like we won't need so much more wood. Maybe
It's because there's only two places to do the joins, isn't there? Two purlings.
Yeah.
Whereas when you run rafters, you can use all
As
of
many
it.
as you like.
yeah.
But the rafters would have been all mouldy and horrible, so it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine if we bought the rafters and did a nice rafter design. We wouldn't have been able to use those rafters because how mouldy they are.
You'd have to do it in Madagascar brown. I've done my gate in.
That's the last piece of wood.
Yeah.
The last one.
That's one of one side.
Yeah, wow. Well done.
So I've come over here because we have all the rafters which we got from the woodyard, and it's all unseasoned green pine. So it's been left strapped together very tightly, so it's quite moldy, but that's fine. It's actually just the wood dust that surrounds the wood that's very moldy. So right now I'm going to just rub that off and then treat it against bugs with some treatment. It's my new toy. It is way better than the brush.
Oh yeah? What if you use both?
Well, it might be handy on the brush afterwards, but this is a lot more comfortable than...
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, all of this mold is like skin deep basically. So if you put this wood through a planer, it would look beautiful again. It's just literally there's so much sawdust on it
Yeah.
that that goes moldy. Like you can even see like right here, like it's all fine. It's all just literally the very top layer. Oh,
Yeah?
you have to stand back though.
What is it?
So it's full power action today. All the frame is treated. So we have Simon over there on his workstation. And we have Andrea over here on her workstation.
I'm now supporting myself with the table because I'm really tired.
It's been knackered.
It's getting there. I am tired. I'm personally calling it a day today. I'm gonna have a shower and I'm gonna pack up and then I'm gonna edit actually. But working here, I'm done. I'm tired. It's been really productive and hopefully tomorrow we can put some of the boards up. That'd be really cool. By this point, Simon had left and I decided to call it a day. Meanwhile, Omar kept going with treating the rafters. There were still many left and each one needed 2 coats. As usual, he wrapped up the day by picking up another load to keep things moving.
So those guys have finished for the day. I'm gonna go and pick up more wood. I got lots of wood to pick up and every day I'm gonna get about 16 pieces and I still have another 63 pieces to go. So yeah, every day makes the job easy.
Good morning guys, it's Friday, it's morning and it's a beautiful day. It's about almost 9 and we've just been having coffee and breakfast and Simon's already here, of course. And he's putting some of the lines up so we can see where the floorboards are gonna land. So there's one floorboard over there. And then so we can follow because we're not gonna be able to see the purlings at a certain point. So they just move it there. Move the scaffolding. So Omar is probably gonna do a little bit more streaming. This is gonna be my station for the varnishing. It's a lot more floorboards to do. And hopefully we can put some floorboards today, that'll be great.
Double straddle. Right, here we go.
Super.
I'm gonna
So it's one of
do
them.
my signature style.
I'm going to put those right down after I've had a look from underneath.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because right now I can change things.
Yeah. Now that I'm here on the ladder filming this, I wanted to show you this here. Do you remember how they did the
the beam, this is where the wall plate is gonna go for the roof. That's gonna go down here, right, towards the veranda. And the pigment, so when it went downwards towards the stone, it wouldn't look bad, because concrete is not a very nice color. So now it blends in really nicely. It's really well done, isn't it? So while someone is doing that, Omar is in station number 1. So we got here a prototype. Basically, we just did one. Well, someone did actually. And this is 2 coats of varnish. And we need to make sure that it doesn't get any darker than that, because then it will look uneven. And it's just working the varnish in very thinly.
Do you feel confident walking on it?
Oh, you're so brave! I won't be able to do that.
It's definitely strong enough.
Wow, look at that!
Prep work always takes the longest, but now that we had a good stack of floorboards ready, we could finally start building up the ceiling.
A little bit of hindsight here, it would have been a lot better too. The main structure, like the glue lamp, is not varnished yet, and hindsight, it would have been a lot better to varnish it before the floorboards went in. But anyway, it's all treated with anti-bug treatment. But I think on hindsight, it would have been better to just treat it. Now we have to be really careful when we varnish it. But anyway, just so if you do a roof, do the varnishing of the purlings and rafters and whatever first. So we had a really nice lunch. Omar cooked Omar's chicken. It's just basically roasted chicken with potatoes, and we found parsnips, which is amazing, here in a supermarket. So we're back at it. Omar under the house in the adega.
I think you should come here for a bit. You've been in the sun.
Yeah, I need to wear some sunblock. I just actually brought some with me. I'm gonna go over there on my station. Yeah, and I need to move the umbrella. And then it's halfway. Look at that. my god, that was so cool.
Speechless.
It's a high ceiling, man.
Yeah, man.
It's higher than I thought it would be. So we have reached a point that we're just too tired. So basically I have just done enough boards, and then someone is just going to either finish the boards that he has or finish up 4, whatever comes first. And then we're just gonna continue on Monday because today is Friday. And then Omar has been treating the rafters, and that's also taking a while.
It is. I need to go and collect some more again today.
Icky. Nuna. Well, today is Sunday, and I have neglected my garden for a while, well, because of the weather. It's the good day to transplant stuff, so I'm waiting for Omar to sort of string on top of that, and I'm just gonna put cardboard and just let it be. And compost, it's just like the easiest thing to do rather than start picking things apart. And yeah, no, and these guys really need to be put on very soon. And yeah, a lot of things need to be transplanted, so I'm gonna do that today. I saved this from my mom's room. This is the paint that it came. What a great tub to use, it's flat. So I put my compost here now. Look, you got more space. Oh my god. This is Morning Glory. That's the name of the flower. It grows blue and it's really pretty.
By Tuesday, we had finished most of one side of the roof, including the bedroom. This side was definitely the easier one, since the span stayed consistent all the way along. The other side, however, will be a bit more of a challenge. The wall opens out at an angle, which means each section of the roof gets slightly longer. That makes measuring and cutting the floorboards a lot trickier. Before moving to the other side, Simon also trimmed the tops of all the floorboards to get a clean, even surface to work from.
Iggy has been shaved. Hey Iggy! Because he was getting very overheated. It's just became a little bit self-conscious that I'm here The camera, you camera shy. Hmm? So he looks a bit like this, but he really likes that. He was getting really hot, so he really appreciates it. I need to do little by little because he gets really stressed out. So, huh, Iki? Yo.
Yo,
How are you?
I'm really hot. I want an ice cream. Didn't I see some ice cream?
I did get ice cream. Yeah.
Can I have one?
Of course you can.
Thank you.
Why do you ask me if you can have one? You go Omar calls these brots.
They're brats.
Brots, which means barotes.
Barotes.
Barotes in Portuguese is rafters. So he got the rafters.
Brats.
Brots.
Yeah. See, once I get these up here, this lot, then I've got something to stand on.
Yeah,
It gets a lot
right.
safer. Until then, it's a bit awkward. Slow, these ones.
Oh my god.
Once these are in,
This is why you get people to do stuff
once
sometimes.
these are in, we'll be away, won't we?
No way, I'm going to be up there.
And like that, we're starting the second part of this roof.
Just gotta watch the red weave.
So I thought I'd just show you a little bit of the action. Okay, so I'm picking up wood in my car, putting it here, and treating it over there on that table. These are the ones that I've done already. And then over here, this is the stuff I just picked up. These ones need treating. These, those have been treated. These still have to be treated. This is my anti-bug station. And then here are the cats working very hard and they're napping. Simon's started the other pitch. How are we doing up there? And Andrea is filming a segment on planting seeds.
And just like that, the week was flying by. It was already midweek. With the rhythm of the build picking up, the days started to blend together, and every hour counted as we pushed to keep momentum going.
Today is another day of doing a lot of varnishing, and Simon is starting this side as well of the roof. And then I think we're gonna have to also treat it a little bit on the top with some anti-bug treatment. And then Omar has been just varnishing all morning. From the last little piece in the corner there.
How are you doing, Andrea?
I don't know, but definitely better than Simon with his way.
Yeah.
Cool. That's it. That's all you're getting.
Yay!
Let's go cutting.
Okay, so it's been really productive. I don't know if it's translated onto what's being filmed today. I hope so. But Omar has been doing a lot of that today, and then I took over for a bit because he's doing the rafters. And what's happening on this side is that the wood is being cut in like bundles because of the slope changes. So we have bundle one, and then we have another bundle behind me. I don't know if you can see, it's really dark. There you go. There, and there is another one over here. It changes continuously. It gets bigger and bigger, right?
It gets wider towards this end, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're copying a footprint, aren't we?
Yeah.
Basically.
In that way, we save on wood because we had to go and buy some more wood because it's a lot more than we thought. But it's looking great. The cutting station.
Yes.
The rest of the day was spent cutting more bundles of floorboards, streeting and varnishing wood. By the end, we were completely wiped. The heat didn't help either, with temperatures reaching around 36 degrees Celsius.
It's very hot and we have worked very hard and
We have a bit more to do.
quite a bit more to do, but we're enjoying chilling in our living room with our cat.
Yeah. We're just having a little break. It's so Simon just left. We did loads of cutting. Half of the roof here is finished. The main beam is completely
Well, this
shaded.
one's about 3/4 done now.
Yeah, exactly. So I think tomorrow we will be able to finish. I think all of the
Then
stuff around
maybe
does
start the
cover
other
it.
one as well. You know, it's
Tony's melting. Tony, are you okay? Huh? Oh yeah, it's too hot. Yeah, I know.
Good morning, everyone. So it's quite early, and this is the magic of Simon. He's come especially because it's going to be so hot later, and so he's come really early this morning to put the roof on. There we go. That's how far we're at. So I'm going to go to the hospital today, have a leg checkup, and then I'll be coming back later to do more varnishing and hopefully get this bit of the roof finished. Let's see what happens.
Another day. It's sunny. It's Thursday, and we're still varnishing, but it's almost finished. I need to show you the roof in a minute. Here is what we are at the moment. Just that tiny little slither over there to go. So we got two big ones over there. I'm not sure what the lonely piece there is for. And then I got another one here to go, and it's another coat.
My mom says you're wonderful, Simon.
Ay, caramba. Thank you.
It's finished! With just a little slither on here,
Slivery chin.
but it's done! How cool! Well done!
Done. Look at this.
So that's where we're at this week. The ceiling is finally done and it's really starting to feel like a home. Omar had a great checkup with the doctor, which was such a relief, and Mom is back from the UK settling in after a lovely trip. As always, thank you so much for being here and following along, and if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment or share it with someone who might enjoy the journey. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe, it's free and it really helps our channel grow. We've got more exciting progress coming very soon. See you next week.